But obviously, it's US election night, so uh, we will try to be apolitical and not pick one side or the other because we definitely want to respect everyone's opinion and political. Oh wow, okay, and that changed. Uh, but with that being said, I mean, kind of as Bill mentioned earlier, so from my perspective, I'm bullish on crypto regardless of who wins. Right? I feel like both sides have something positive and negative to bring to crypto, but either way, I think we're going to do well regardless, right? So I think if Joe Biden wins, obviously it won't be beneficial for taxes, especially if we're investing for capital gains taxes, dividend taxes as entrepreneurs. However, from a regulation standpoint, that means Jake Clayton is out. I mean, Jake Clayton is already likely out, but pretty much that would mean there would be almost an entire new SEC. Hester Pierce is still in the administration, but pretty much whoever we had in the SEC has not been good for crypto, right? So if we just clean house, so from talking to other people in the space, for example, our securities attorney and other people, they think that anybody is better than Jake Clayton, right? Which means that because Jake Clayton has basically ran every American entrepreneur offshore. If you're in crypto trying to build something, you have to go offshore, right? I mean, even us here at Token Metrics, we had to look at offshore entities as well. I mean, so this is something that strikes home deeply with us, and I think it's very, it sucks basically, right? If, as an entrepreneur, why can't we innovate in our country? Why do we have to go to some other country offshore and deal with middlemen, which is a hassle, just to innovate, right? I feel like America became America by leading the world, right? I mean, America took Neil Armstrong to the moon, right? So why? I mean, imagine if America forced Neil Armstrong to go to Russia, to go to the moon, right? In a way, that's how American entrepreneurs feel. So I feel like whoever is in power is going to be better than who we currently have. So I think that's the positive, right? So the positive for Biden or Democrats, the negative is taxes. Then if we go to the Trump administration and who, if they win, I think obviously the positive taxes will be very very low. Would have the same. The negative is Trump hasn't really been pro crypto, right? He's definitely made statements bashing Bitcoin, pretty much saying Bitcoin is a scam or fraud. So that's the downside of that, right? So it's kind of like we have to pick what will be good for crypto. So it kind of depends on your perspective. But I think that regardless, though, crypto is going to do well. Crypto, in a way, is a hedge for both parties, right? It's kind of like a straddle. It's like the perfect hedge, right? Bill, your take?
Well, going back to the start, right, with crypto, people are going to need to help themselves. Powell can't do it all. And one of the ways people can help themselves, remember that Coinbase debit card that's coming out, right? Crypto and investing in crypto will allow people to directly help themselves. Okay. And the Fed's going to print no matter who wins. Okay. Now, with Trump, Trump is an equities guy, right? And I get it, right? The stock market goes up. The stock market hasn't reflected the economy for the last 10 years. The stock market creates the economy. People see it going up and they're more optimistic and drives corporate business and consumers spend more. So Trump is an equities guy and he wants stocks higher. And when he gets, you know, anti-crypto temporarily, it's because he doesn't want any competition with stocks. He doesn't want Bitcoin mooning to outdo stocks. Okay. And Trump can drive the dollar higher in the short term because, everyone's like, oh my God, what happens if, the United States gets very left wing? Okay. So, I mean, that's Trump. Now, again, Joe Biden. All right. So let's dive a little bit deeper. So I'm listening to some hedge funds talk about what Biden really means. And it's a huge change for the United States to say that the government is going to come in and take money from one person and give it to another. Okay. There used to be tax and spend. That was the old days. Okay. But now the Democrats literally want to take it from one group and give it to another. Now, In this environment, that's an admirable thing to do. Is that going to drive people with money offshore? Is it going to drive capital away from the United States? Yes. And is that a problem? Yes. You may notice that the US budget deficit is like $2 trillion. Well, how do we finance that? Who buys all the bonds? It's all that capital that comes into America. So if you drive the capital out, you could actually wreck the dollar. That's why tonight, when, it looked like Biden was going to take it, Bitcoin went straight to 14,000. Now, again, these blips, whether they're 2% in Bitcoin or 15% in altcoins, there's going to be an opportunity here to get in. It's just a question of can you do it and manage your emotions? Like, I got to admit, personally, as a final note on this topic, I'm nervous tonight. I'm nervous. I'm not nervous about social disorder, although, we'll see that at some point, but not tonight. I feel like it's the crypto playoffs.
Now, when you say nervous, do you mean like for crypto or something else? Could you maybe kind of delve deeper into that?
Well, as an analyst, right, people are dependent on me to give them the right guidance, right? And this could be such a meaningful inflection point for crypto, right? Like with Bitcoin pressing the high, right? So I'm not like, oh my God, crypto's going to blow up. I'm not that kind of nervous, even though I know that can happen. I'm nervous, excited because, I want to get this right for the people watching this, right? I want to help you get into crypto because I know a lot of people came running in on DeFi, right? And they're frustrated probably, right? They're trying to play the crypto game. They're trying to get involved. So I want to be there for those people with the right decision-making tools, to help them get in if it makes sense and not get wrecked if it doesn't.
All right. Thank you, Bill. That was great. So to our crypto family, tell us what you think down in the comments below.